So the question is, when you get paid to be spiritual, how do you avoid spiritual performances? When I was in college, I had a blog and I had all these great spiritual things to say, and it was really awesome and I was really happy and it was super authentic and vulnerable. And then I became a pastor and it felt like all of that changed. And I had all these questions, where do you draw the line? What's the difference in praying for my churches and praying for myself? Should I pray for my churches during my personal prayer time? Am I praying, I don't know, am I reading the scripture for myself or for other people? Am I listening to the Bible because I want to, because I'm supposed to? What's the line of spirituality for my job and spirituality for me? And I think that for a lot of people who even aren't pastors, you might run into this. And you might have these things. Rue decided to join me. Authenticity and vulnerability often disappear when we take spiritual leadership roles. And so I got thinking about that, and I was like, well, where do we draw the line? What happens? Why don't I have as much to say as I did when I was in college? And if you're serving in the church at all, I think you may wrestle with this. And I think it's because we're afraid. We believe the lie that we are called to a position and it means that we're supposed to be better, we're supposed to be different, we're supposed to be something else other than who we are, when God called us. I think we get afraid to talk about the things that we're wrestling with. We get afraid to be authentic because we're somehow supposed to be spiritually or morally superior, and that's just not the truth. That leads to spiritual burnout. So my call to you today is to recreate that separation between church and personal spirituality. Take time for you and Jesus, and don't worry about trying to be morally or spiritually better than anyone